Now we're live. Whoa, what was the delay there?
Can't press the button.
Uh-oh.
I blame the vaccine. Because I thought we were live because Kim said hello.
Yeah, I went and checked.
Good call, Andre.
You must be collabing with Evermore Media too much.
I knew that was gonna happen. I knew that was gonna happen.
He forgot to press the live button.
That's karma, though.
That is totally karma.
That's karma at its finest.
Don't
because when Kim said hello, I thought we were live. That's why.
Interesting.
So we should do that all over again. Or should we just jump into?
Yeah, we should run through the intros quick again, just real quick. Everybody knows who Andre is.
That's the first time that's ever happened to us. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks everyone for jumping. If you're still with us on this show, thanks, because we were just talking for like 3 minutes without actually being live, so that was fun. And that's also karma, because if you have checked out my latest vlog, you'll know exactly why that's karma. So today we're going to do a live edit session. If you're looking for the NFT episode with Meeks, that's going to be next week, and that'll be good too. And we're just going to run through some edits, how we take our process with editing, which I always say is a very personal preference, but it should be good. People always take away tips and tricks, and that's the plan for tonight. That's my last intro of the night too.
All right.
All right. Welcome to Open Shutter. It's Wednesday, and we're always glad to have you guys with us. Today we're doing an edit session. We're going through our own edit styles, and hopefully you get to learn and see how we all approach our edits differently. It's going to be a fun show, I believe. My name is Evans. If you don't know, I'm based in Brampton, Ontario. I shoot weddings and events, both photos and videos. So welcome to the show. Hopefully we can impact some knowledge today. At least we're going to try, right? So let's have some fun tonight. Mr. Bryan?
I'm just impressed that people are still on the thing.
Yeah, lots of people in the chat, which is excellent.
Guys, that's impressive.
So, super quick, my name is Bryan McGowan. I do photos and video based out of Brampton, Ontario. And yeah, hopefully we can show you some stuff tonight. Maybe you've never seen before. Maybe you have and you just haven't thought of it in a while. I don't know. There's so many different sides to editing. So let's just play with it and see what happens.
That's it. How do you guys want to do this? Should I start?
Yeah, go for it. Pick a picture.
Let me
pick a picture.
Hopefully everybody's got everything downloaded. And
yeah, I got it all set up. Don't want you to see that. Let's do this is Andre's, right? Yeah. I'll take the overexposed one first. Let me just reset this.
Okay.
Reset.
I'll open that one too then.
Yeah, I don't know. I always like playing around with like overexposed stuff to see what you can do with it.
I don't think it's clipped though. I was looking at the histogram. It doesn't look like it's clipped at all.
No, it's not really clipped. I think it's a little brighter, but it's not really like overly overexposed where you can't recover.
So for anyone who knows, digital sensors actually record data more in the brights. So if you actually do a shot like this deliberately and you expose to the right of the histogram, you actually capture more data to use in the raw file. So it only works if you're using a raw file.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a way to capture way more data in a raw file is this exposed to the right. And if you look at Paul's screen there, the histogram in the top right-hand corner, you can see that it's pushed way over to the right-hand side without actually clipping anything. So it works out perfectly to play with in post.
Yep.
It retains a lot more data because even though the highlights to the naked eye looks like it's blown out, it really isn't. All the data is still there. You can pull it out each and any way that you want, which is really great.
And there's tons there.
Yeah. So what I usually do, like I always just do the auto edit first because I just want to see what Lightroom thinks, and I just see if I like it or not. And you see how that automatically changes. You may like that, you may not like that. You know, you can reverse it and go back to the original. But typically what I like, just because like the sky is really flat, right? If I do the auto edit again, I almost think this should be black and white, to be honest with you. So usually I'll just go through the presets in Lightroom, and I'll just kind of go through and just see like what happens. Because this is kind of like a, I don't know, it's like it's obviously like an industrial vibe to it. I just want to see something that pops, makes it a little bit more. Nothing really comes to mind here. Even if I go to the matte, I also like the matte preset when it comes to like kind of like moody pics. And this is kind of interesting. It almost has like a postcard feel to it. A little bit, right? And then from there, yeah, and then from there you can even just like lower the saturation. You don't want that saturate too much. You can lower the vibrance. It's almost got like an encyclopedia vibe to it. See what else we can do. You can drop the highlights, the shadows, make it a little bit.
Have you done your own edit of this shot yet, Andre? Or did
No,
you just...
no,
Okay.
I've been planning on it. I just haven't got to it. So it's kind of interesting to see what you guys are going to do with it. And for me personally, I will probably do it black and white because there's not a lot of color in the shot. But
yeah,
I want to see what you guys do. So it's kind of nerve wracking.
You can almost 100% guarantee I will go color.
Yeah.
You're Mr. Color.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely would do color.
Even playing with the HSL color tabs and just see like, yeah.
Yeah, I'll definitely do color on this. Just because the sky may look flat, but I see a lot of.
Oh, there's a lot of detail in this guy.
There's a lot of potential in there.
A lot of detail in this guy.
Looks like I actually knew what I was doing. Oh.
Sometimes it works, right?
Yeah.
Pull up a grad filter. Make it like the apocalypse. Don't want to do that. Yeah, I don't like that at all. Well, if we go the color route, right? Reset. Let's just see vivid. Right. Well, go for it, Bryan. Let's see what you can do on it.
Okay, let me share my screen here. If I go to this, there. You got it up there?
Yeah, I got it.
I think I grabbed the wrong thing.
HDR, Tony?
No, let me.
Would you play HDR, Bryan, to this?
No, I wouldn't. Okay. Well, let me just reopen the file here and reshare my screen. I messed something up there. My bad. Okay, so share screen. Oh, is it not going to let me share camera raw?
Should. I've done it before.
Yeah. So if I share Photoshop, can you see my camera raw screen now?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
No, we only have Photoshop. We have the main menu. Is it a different window? No.
It's in the Photoshop window. It's just, I don't know why it's
because Camera Raw is integrated into Photoshop, right? So
yeah,
that's probably why. You'll be better off sharing the screen instead of just the application.
Okay, let me stop sharing them, and I will share screen and share my entire screen. Yeah, won't let me share it for some reason.
Weird.
Yeah. Oh, there. Let me try that.
Yeah, we got the window now. We got
it now.
There we go.
There we
Okay.
go.
All right. So first thing I'm going to do is I've dragged the highlights way down already. I'm going to try and guess where the horizon is because it looks a little bit off. Maybe there. Just like so. Because you want that stack to be nice and straight. Not too worried about cropping. I like where it is in the frame. And I'm going to drag the exposure down. And when you drag the exposure down, you get tons of detail in the sky. But it darkens the foreground a little too much. So lift the shadows. I shot at ISO 400 with a drone. So there's lots of room to play here. I want to bring the saturation down, but bring the vibrance up a little bit. A little bit of clarity, and then a little bit of dehaze. Take it to the right, though, just to bring out a little more of that crunchiness in the sky.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you don't want to overdo it, but you can just totally play with that. And then I'm quickly going to go to the Optics tab, just do any profile corrections and chromatic aberration corrections. Let's fit it in the view here. Okay. Now, I like the sky, but it's a little too blue. So if I go to the color mixture, I'm just going to select this tool here, which is a targeted adjustment tool. And I'm going to pick a blue here and just desaturate it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm liking that. And then I want to increase the greens ever so slightly. Mm-hmm. So I'll just go to them, and the yellows here too, bring those up. So that targeted adjustment tool just lets you, especially if you're a camera raw user, I think the same thing exists in Lightroom.
Same thing.
Yeah. Then obviously curve. I'm going to bring the darks down a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Create another point there. And I'm basically setting this up for how I'm going to play with it once I get it in Photoshop.
Yeah.
To lift that up a bit. And then go into 100%. As you can see, even at 100%, there's not too much noise there. I mean, there's a little bit of noise, but nothing to be concerned about. So I'll just put a tiny bit of noise reduction in there. And I'll jump it into Photoshop. And looking at it in Photoshop now, first thing you always do is duplicate your layer. And for those of you that don't know, there's a neat tool here. If you go color lookup, and you've got all these built-in sort of preset things. One that I like to take a look at sometimes is foggy night.
Mm-hmm.
That's a nice one. I like that.
I like that.
Yeah, so there. So you can adjust the opacity on it. So it's a little strong. Pull it back a bit. And then I have this thing called the Pro Panel. I would highly recommend it if you don't have it and you like playing with editing. So lately I've been doing a lot of Orton effect. Right. And this has a one-button Orton effect.
Yeah.
Just a time saver. I mean, Orton effect's pretty easy to do on its own anyway, but just a one button just saves you having to set it all up, and then you adjust your opacity on that as well. And that just softens everything up a little bit. And then I'm going to create a stamp, which is Shift, Control, Alt, and E at the same time. Mm-hmm. Stamps all those layers together. You can duplicate that, and then I'm going to go back into Camera Raw quickly. So I just want to lift the shadows just a little bit here through the foreground. Pull the highlights down just a little bit more, and put in a little bit more clarity Yeah,
Hmm.
that's
Yeah.
probably what I'd do, something along that line. Just really make it moody and
Industrial vibe, obviously. Yeah.
moody industrial vibe.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice.
That's what I'd do. Anyway, that's my quick edit.
Andre wants the photo. Post an IG and tag Andre, I guess.
There we go. All right.
Cool.
Anyone else?
Evan, do you want to take the
Yeah.
same stab or
so-
a different photo?
Yep. I will try this one too. I'm gonna do a little bit more different. Let me just share my screen here.
Yeah.
You use different software altogether, so that's.
I'm just gonna do this in Lightroom.
Oh, okay.
Probably will do everything in Lightroom on this one because I just want to do a quick edit. Let me clear some of this stuff so I can get more room on this real estate here. So maybe hide this strip. Okay. So what I've just done is I went to in here and I just straightened it up a little bit, just like Bryan did, just to get this pole to be a little more straight. But in terms of editing, I'm actually going to start off with the curves, right? And I want to bring everything down a little bit more. Right, I'm going to push this up a little bit. I'm trying to get more details in the sky with this basic curve here. I want a little bit more color. And so in the curves, if you come in here, you can play with the colors. I'm going to do a small kind of basic curves in here with the colors. I'm going to do the same type of curve for all of the different colors just to bring in more color and try to bring out the sky a little bit more. And we'll work on color a little bit more in a second. So that's what I've done with the curves. So if you look at the curves, that's just with the curves from this to that, right? One thing that most people forget is that there's two type of curves in here, right? And both curves, you can use them both independently. So we've just used the parametric curve, but if you come down, we've just used the point curve. If you come to this button here, you also get the parametric curve, right? And so all the adjustments you make here adds on to whatever you've made in the parametric curve. So over here, if I want to bring my shadows down, I can use this to do that. Sometimes it won't make much of a difference depending on what, but I want to bring the slider down, the darks, the shadows down, the darks. The lights, I'm going to bring down a little bit.
Yeah, I find those two do more than any of the others.
Yeah, those two mostly sometimes do a lot more, and then the highlights too, right? But the highlights, I think I'm gonna leave it somewhere right about here. And so just with that, we've gone from this to that, just using curves. And I will go down to my calibration tab here, and I'm going to play with the primary colors a little bit, right? So I'm going to bring the blues into the cyans a little bit. I'm going to probably push up the reds just a little touch, just to see a little bit of a balance. And if you want to add a little bit of a balance, you can use the greens, but I'm not going to push the greens on this one. That's it for those two. The next thing I want to do is now go back to my, basic correction tabs in here. And I want to push more color in the sky. So I'm going to bring my vibrance all the way up and counterbalance it with saturation.
Nice.
Right. Because what vibrance does is that it brings out the colors that are very dormant. So it doesn't increase all the colors the same. It increases the ones that are very minimum better than the already saturated ones, right? So what saturating does is that saturation is going to bring up all the colors at the same level, but vibrance brings out the hidden colors instead of just everything. That's why I usually use vibrance, and then I will counterbalance it with the saturation to bring down saturation a little bit more. So that's what we've had so far. Just going that to that. And you still have a lot of options here because, of course, if I want to bring more color in the sky, I want to get more details in there, I'm going to bring all my I'm going to bring the highlights down. I'm going to bring out the shadows a little bit just to get a little bit more details in the shadows here. I'm going to bump up my clarity just a little bit on this image here. Dehaze a little bit because I want to contrast the image. I want to go the opposite way and punch out this image a little bit more. With that said, I'm going to warm it up a little bit.
Nice, like that.
All right.
Yeah.
I had
And
a question from Jim too.
Yeah.
oh,
What's
go
good?
ahead.
Paul, can you
Oh,
put
what's
Jim's
the
question
difference
back up?
between Pro and RA? I've used the RA panel in the past. It's a little bit similar to the Pro, but from what I saw on Bryan's screen, I'll let Bryan talk about the Pro because I haven't used the Pro. But the Pro panel seems to have a lot more in there than the RA panel.
Yeah, so the Raya panel, which I also have, I mainly got for the luminosity masking. The Pro panel actually has luminosity masking in it as well. So ever since I got the Pro panel, I actually haven't touched the Raya panel at all. But I just keep it up to date just because I like to have it. But the Pro panel I find has more options. If you follow Pix Imperfect on YouTube at all, he did a video on the Pro panel, and I thought it was fantastic. Just a big time saver on a lot of things that I would do, and I was like, oh wow, now I can just do this with one button, and I don't have to worry about creating actions for myself. Perfect. So for me, the Pro panel was the better way to go, but that's not to say that the Raya panel is bad. It's just I prefer the Pro panel.
There you have it.
All right. So there we go. I've played a little bit with the HSL tab, not too much, just a little bit, because I always like my greens a little bit on the kind of bent side, right? So I like to tone down the greens a little bit, and that's why I did right here. If you see what I did was, because this is not pure green, as you can see, there's just a little bit of green, but majority of that is in the oranges, right? So pushing the orange down, giving it that kind of a little bit of a, let's say what, fall vibe kind of thing to it.
Kind of, yeah.
Right? And so I play with that.
The Pro panel actually has a one button click.
Nice.
Take all your greens to a fall vibe. So
yeah,
it actually works really well too.
I gotta look into that Pro panel.
Yeah.
Right.
Nice.
And then you can use the luminance also to brighten up those areas a little bit. And that's, this is just a basic quick 5-minute edit. You can take that from that to that. So like I said, even though the shot looks like there was not enough in the sky, there's a lot you can pull out from the sky depending on how you approach that.
Tons of detail in that sky.
Yeah.
So don't be disappointed if you get a shot and it looks blown out. So actually go look at the histogram and see what you can do.
Yep. So if you look at the histogram right now, you can see that everything that was on the edge here has been shifted a little bit. Because if I do the before, it's not showing the
it doesn't
before.
The before.
It's just showing the updated one. But you can see that everything is shifted, and now you have a more balanced image, right?
Yeah.
But the details was already there for you to work with.
All right, Paul, you want to take us to another image?
Does Andre want to do one?
Yeah, actually, Andre should do one.
Oh,
sweet. It's the one button for me. I know, right, Jim? One button, boom, done.
Oh, the one button thing is amazing.
Oh yeah, the panels are very helpful.
For sure.
If you find one that works for your style, it's really helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Before you jump into the Pro panel, Jim, check out Pix Imperfect's video. He did a really good breakdown of some of the things you can do in the Pro panel, and it made sense for me, especially the Astro stuff, like the denoise stacking and stuff for the Astro, and the Milky Way pop. If you do Milky Way photography, it's got a one button Milky Way pop, saves you a ton of time.
Jeez.
damn.
Nice.
Yeah, it's so good.
My only problem with the panels, I like using them whenever I'm in Photoshop, but I don't use Photoshop enough. I try to well, I use Photoshop if there is a project that I'm working on, personal project, but for my weddings and stuff, I do 90% of my edits right in Lightroom.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, no, the other advantage to the Pro panel, I don't know if other panels all do this, but every single thing you do in Pro panel is a separate layer and it's a smart object. So you can manipulate it completely.
Are you doing Evans, Andre?
Yeah, I like this one.
Nice.
Get out of that. So I just picked this one, and I'm not as technical. I'm gonna admit I'm not as technical as those two guys. My editing is more just by feel and how I see the image and how I want it to go. There again, play with the contrast, play with the highlights. Don't have to do too much there. Play with, let's see if the auto, yeah, play with your horizons. Make sure they're pretty straight. That's always important. My camera's in the way. Let's see, fill up the textures a bit, clarity a bit. Go to the optics tab, remove all this. Boom, boom, boom. Depending on what lens you're using, you'll really see a big difference when you click those two tabs. It'll actually, like, you'll see it kind of like unbow.
Yeah.
I don't know what the technical term is. I don't need to do a lot here. So let's hear.
What's up, Kevin?
We're in Photoshop.
Thanks for jumping on, Kevin.
Oh, Kevin's there? Nice. Hey, Kevin.
Create your extra layer.
It's okay. We were also late too, Kevin. Andre saved the day for us, so we used to be talking to nobody.
So that would be an interesting show.
Imagine half hour in, it's like, oh, we aren't live. Great.
So
your kids went to bed, eh?
I'm going to turn this black and white.
Ooh, moody.
Keep it moody. I think it deserves that.
Yeah, I like that.
A nice trick Bryan showed me. Oh, my camera's in the way. If you go selective color, I need 1, 2, 3. I know my camera's in the way. Sorry. I can't put it anywhere else. So I'm just going to call that layer black. And if you go up here, go to black. And this tab here, you affect only the black. So if I go this way, a little bit more washed out. And if I go this way, a little harsher.
Nice.
A little play with that.
Yeah, that selective color tab, those layers can do so much to a black and white image.
Yeah.
So now I picked another selective color and go up here to the neutrals. Same thing.
So with that black slider, bring it up, down. Depends which direction you want the image to go.
Yeah, if I go way this way, it's going to brighten everything up. I don't like that personally, so I'm going to go a little bit this way. I will touch the whites, though. Pick the third layer.
The whites is kind of the last one you do.
To the whites. No, I want them brighter. So this way I kind of pop the whites out a little bit here.
It's just a totally different way to play with your black and white images.
Yeah. Thanks to Bryan, he showed me this way to do it, and I use it all the time. I just like it. Gives me a lot of control.
Especially having the 3 different layers, you can adjust the opacity on each layer as well.
Yeah.
That's nice. I just like the way you're going with this one.
Do I need it? I'm thinking about cropping it, but I really don't. Because if you actually look, that where my cursor is, that's about a third. That's about a third.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
So no, I'm actually gonna leave it.
compositioned it properly, you know.
You
I
did.
try to make sure I put stuff on the third and stuff.
So I'm actually gonna leave it that way. I don't see anything really distracting on the beach. Otherwise, what I would do, I'm just gonna show you. Put on that layer. Use the healing tool. Let's say I didn't like something on the beach, I would just kind of go over here, zap it out, but I really don't need to. There we go. The only thing with that corner was a little distracting was that it was a brighter corner, so your eye does go there. Maybe just touch that up. Yeah, that's it. That's all I would do.
Pretty good, buddy.
Nice. Looks good.
It's pretty good,
Thank
buddy.
you. So
Nice shot, Evans. Was that a rat raid?
Yeah, that was that rat ray.
Looks good.
and
Man.
see, stumps like this are very interesting. So just make sure you look at things. My 2 cents.
John just asked for HDR
What was the
software.
plan?
I actually don't use
The plan-
dedicated HDR software. I will create
Yeah.
multiple layers and blend them together using luminosity masks. Create some more natural looking HDR image.
Yeah. For me, whenever I need to do anything in HDR, I just do it in Lumina AI.
Yeah, exactly.
Quick and simple.
One click.
So let me show my edit of
Yeah.
that, my version of that
Yeah.
shot.
Yeah.
And I think I like Andrea's black and white a lot more.
Uh-oh.
No, my version wasn't bad, but it's, you know how for me my style kind of evolves depending on my mood. And within the last couple of weeks, I've been in this kind of mood where I want to make everything pop. So if you look at my last couple of Instagram posts, I'm playing with different tones and different stuff. So that's exactly what I did with this one.
Crushing it. Oh, there you
I
are.
think I'm sharing it on
Got
that
you.
screen. So this is what I came up
Look at
with.
you, eh?
But the black and white is also nice.
Still
Jeez.
crooked. Is it crooked? It looks crooked.
A little bit.
A little
Yeah, it
bit.
still looks a little bit
Yeah,
crooked.
a little bit
I
crooked.
need to
Fix that. man.
adjust
Like,
the
fix that.
horizon a little bit. Yeah.
Lake's draining.
The lake is draining.
The lake is draining to the left. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's at least that's which way the waves are going.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So
They're rushing to
that's
drain.
what I did with this one. I like the stump, so I wanted to put more emphasis on the stamp. So by making the stump area a lot more brighter, and then darkening the area around it, I think it works out for this shot a lot more. Right.
I like it.
Yeah, it looks good, man.
But I love the black and white you did. That was great too.
Yeah, really good.
I'll send it to you.
Send
Thank
it.
you.
Don't ask for my edit, Andre. I already got rid of it.
Oh, no problem.
So back to me now.
Yeah, go for it, Paul.
I'm gonna do. Let's see. I don't want to edit my own photos. That'd be just weird. Kim loved it. Evans. Sorry, I'm just doing two things at once.
That's okay.
Let's go, man. StreamYard. Okay, this is also Rat Ray, right, buddy? You guys have the screen?
It's coming. There it is.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's also Rat Ray.
This is also
This
Rat
one
Ray.
I think I edited and posted on Instagram as well.
Yeah. Well, the first thing I would do is I don't like the branch here at the bottom, and I don't like this log here at the right. So I mean, I could just crop it and let's just see how this looks. Try to make it a little bit more balanced. And
I think we have to buy Evans a level.
a leveler. Let's see. Let's see. Let's
He was too busy
see.
trying to press record. He forgot the level.
Oh
It's hard,
my!
man.
Oh,
Sorry, Evans.
Brian's harsh.
It's all right.
Okay, I just better, I guess. I just ba, ba, ba. See what Lightroom thinks. Okay. Drop the highlights. I really want that like sky to pop because I kind of like the blue there at the top. So you could go to your HSL.
It's hard to tell on the screen here. Evans, were you using a polarizer there or no?
No, I didn't use a polarizer
okay.
for this. That's why I just kind of try to expose so much, like, so that I can keep as much of the dynamic range as I can.
Yeah. So kind of adjusted the sky.
So maybe while Paul's doing his adjustment there, Evans, if you can maybe explain to people watching what a polarizer would do to an image like this.
So if you're using a polarizer filter, what it does is that it allows you to see. So the reason why I think Bryan was asking about the polarizer is because if you look down here in the bottom where we have the rocks and stuff, it looks like you can see through the water, right? If you're using a polarizer, it helps to cut out the glares so you can see more into the water, as well as also in the sky. Your skies and your blues become richer because it cuts down a lot of that glare in there.
Yeah.
But I haven't used the polarizer in a while. Instead, I've been using the Moments Cine Bloom.
Nice.
I didn't have it on for this photo though.
I knew that. I could tell that. I know all too well what that filter looks like because I love it.
It's awesome. I've been using it for almost every video I shoot these days.
Yeah, I actually didn't use it at Riverwood at all.
No, I know you didn't.
I kind of wish I did.
I couldn't find mine, but now I found it.
So I just cranked up the dehaze to get a little bit more detail in the sky. Let's just lower the saturation. I'm trying to make this look like a summer day when it's, I guess it kind of was that day. Was it, what day did you go? Saturday? Was it hot that day? I forget.
No, it was a little cool.
I forget what day you went. What else can I do to this thing? Drop the sharpening.
So you could go surreal and change your blues to like light
Purple?
magentas and
Yeah, you could.
again, there's no wrong answer.
I think maybe add some warmth to it. So if you go to your temperature, maybe just add a little bit of warmth, right? Even play with like your white balance settings and just like see if you open up this white balance menu, just see like what happens when you kind of go through them. I don't like that.
If you want to warm it up, go cloudy or shade.
Yeah.
Cloudy or shade will warm it up a
Yeah,
bit.
just kind of cloudy or shade. It just kind of. If you want to make it look weird, go tungsten.
Well, I love tungsten.
But if you're in, well, you know, if you're on Mars, maybe on that one.
Well,
but yeah.
I deliberately shoot tungsten during the day to get nighttime when I'm using off-camera flash and stuff. So
Yeah. Showing us. Yeah, I don't know. I honestly don't know what else I would do to this image besides like maybe just sky replacing the sky and having a different sky to it, because I think the sky makes this photo. But you know, the biggest thing is like the crop, like kind of getting rid of like the distraction of like the branch at the lower third of the screen there. I think was, well, distracting for me. It could be some other people might like it, but If some other people tried this image, go for it.
I did not.
No.
I've been playing with it as you were.
Andre, go crush it, man.
Pop Andre up on screen.
Yeah. Just not sure. Okay. Sorry, StreamYard is lagging now for me.
Oh no.
Lag time. There you are. Is this you? Yes. It's coming, guys. I swear, it's coming.
What is it coming at snail pace? Oh, and now we lost the host.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Does that mean the whole show's going to crash?
I think he's gonna be back soon.
Sorry, everybody.
In the meantime, we can't actually share any of our edits.
Yeah, but we can still walk through some stuff, you know.
Yeah. So I'm actually looking at one of the images Paul submitted right now. And I can discuss kind of what I'm doing with it if you want. Hopefully. I just straightened the horizon. I'm playing with an adjustment brush right now. It's actually a nice image. Hopefully we can get Paul back up so I can
Sorry,
share
guys.
it a bit.
Sorry, guys.
Oh, there he is.
Sorry, guys. My internet's gonna like me.
It's okay.
You have Andre now on the screen?
Yep.
Do we? All right.
All right, let's do this thing. Oh, you went black and white, bud?
Black
I
and
went
white.
black and white again.
Well,
I don't know.
That's okay.
I just like
Do your thing.
I just like it. So basically, I did a lot of the same stuff I did on the other edit to this one, but I cropped this one to an 8x10.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of use those stumps kind of as a line there. Another good rule: don't ever your horizon. Try never to put that in the middle of the shot. Always offset it because it really looks weird if it is. You know, go above, center, or below. I chose to put the center higher so we have more ground and water. I just took out a few other little things, little distracting things on the beach. Yeah, so it didn't take very long, and that's
cool,
what
buddy.
I came up.
Could we look a postcard from Rat Ray?
Woohoo!
All right.
Tag Rat Ray in that. The B and yeah, you're right, Jim.
I like the black and whites.
Thank you. Okay,
Sweet.
let's go
Sweet,
back
sweet, sweet.
there. I don't know if you guys can tell. I like black and white shots.
We didn't. I did not notice that.
Never would have guessed.
No, I know.
No. Is Bryan up?
I can share, sure. I'm actually working on one of your shots right now. So
Who, mine?
yeah, one of yours.
Oh, good luck. Is it the Crooked Lighthouse?
Yes, it is.
Sweet.
It's no longer crooked.
You should reset it to the Crooked.
Paul needs a level 2.
Did that on purpose.
So. Did you shoot it specifically for this show, or?
No. I just do that whenever I'm bored. I just try to different angles.
Okay. So, I can walk through what I've done quickly here because I was working on it while Paul was MIA.
Mm-hmm.
So I've dragged the shadows way up, pumped it a bunch of clarity and dehaze, and then I've added a couple adjustment brushes, one for just the red on the lighthouse, and one for sort of this foreground element and the lighthouse itself, just to bring a little bit light back into them. And then I'm going to go into the color mixer, and I'm actually going to go to the luminance and grab the reds. So I really want to brighten up that red there.
Yeah. Totally.
Really want to make that red pop. And then I want to drag the yellows down because I find they're competing almost with that red. So I want to take the saturation down on the yellows. And now that lighthouse almost looks like it's glowing off in the distance there.
There you go. It's a good one.
And then just to make it a little bit cooler, but pull down the overall saturation just slightly. And you've kind of got that. I'm just going to, and then I'll jump it into Photoshop. And because I hate this sign, I'm going to
bye-bye.
Eliminate
the notification.
Yeah, tell them to get rid of it. It's ugly. Right. Let's try that quick and see. Good enough for this.
Yep.
Bam. There we go. View. Fit on screen.
That tool's so good now.
It is. And then I go through here and little stuff like this that's just distracting, clean all that up, and that's roughly what I do with that. Just makes it look like there's some light hitting the lighthouse, but nothing else. Probably take out this little sailboat off in the distance too. Doesn't add anything to the image really.
Yeah. Also, maybe just like get rid of the people and just have the one person on the left just hanging off the edge there. The one sole person.
I would actually keep some of the people here.
Yeah.
But there's too many here almost.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's not the end of the world. It's all about the lighthouse with the dramatic sky and then if you know Paul at all, he has a thing for leading lines.
I love leading lines.
Paul is a leading lines guy.
It's just the rail. The camera on the rail. That's it.
But it works.
It's easy.
It totally works. So anyway, that's what I'd do with that one.
Quick tips. Good stuff. Tag was it hopeful on that one.
There we go. They like all my stuff anyway that I post from down there. So
yeah, exactly.
They're not like Brampton.
No, they welcome photographers.
I've never had security approach me in Oakville, tell me I can't take a photo.
What are you doing here? Get out of here.
Anyone else got one?
Who's up?
Oh.
Let me share this quickly. This is what I did with it.
Paul dropped again.
Oh, he's gone again.
Paul's gone again.
Okay.
So, Paul's
there
back
he comes back again.
I don't know what's happening.
I don't know.
Evans is up.
Yeah, Evans. Oh, he went more moody. Nice.
Nice, buddy. I like that. Nice. How'd you do that, man?
So, I just did some basic edits on this one. Most of the tone is coming from the blues. So if you can see here, I'm desaturating.
Drag that saturation way down.
Playing around with that. But as usual, I'm a curves guy, so I like to start off my edits with the curves, right? So I'm using one of my curve presets. So what I do is if whenever I create a curve that I like, I save it as a preset, and I can always recall it. Right, so this is the basic curve that I always draw. It's a basic S curve, but if you look in the colors, I'm also playing with the colors here a little bit. Right, so in the shadows, I'm pulling down the shadows a little bit here in the reds. I'm doing the same thing here, and then doing the same thing there. Right, and then over here, I'm fading the edges of the S curves. Basic stuff, and then just the basic adjustments. Right.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah. Just
Did you add a vignette?
Sorry?
Did you add a vignette?
Yes, there's a slight vignette added.
I can see it totally.
Right. It's very minimum. But just to get, bring the attention over there.
Oh, I like it.
I always like to feather my vignette. So
you have to feather the vignette.
Yeah, so it's not so obvious. But yeah, I didn't go to Photoshop or anything of that sort, so I just left everything in there. All these, but if you want to, you could, like Bryan did. You can take out that.
Oh, you take out a lot of stuff.
Mhm.
And it's just the nature of where the shot is.
Yeah. Plus, also in the HSL, and I kind of bumped, the vibrance on the
Though you went
because I
totally
wanted the
different than I
oranges.
did.
Yeah, I wanted the
I was
oranges to
taking
pop a
those
little
out
bit.
and you were putting them in.
Yeah, I was putting them in. I just wanted them to pop because they added a little bit more color. Because of the way I went, there wasn't
Yeah.
too much color in there. So popping those ones added a little bit of a different color tone in there.
Good job, buddy.
All right.
Killing it.
Paul or Andre?
What time we got? Should I go? Let me
We
do
still
one of
got
Andre's.
5-10 minutes.
Oh, we got 10 minutes because we were late 10 minutes, so
Yeah.
it's okay.
Well, I'll show you what I did at Paul's shot real quick.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Hang
Jack's saying it's fire.
I should open up Paul's night shot and see. Paul gave us a night shot. I'm just going to see how much is there to play with.
I know, hurry up. Okay, here we go. Too many screens open.
Hey, Clara, are you in Montreal now? If you're in Montreal, go Habs, I guess, eh?
Yeah.
Let's not go
Certainly
there.
not go Leafs.
Let's not go there. Oh yeah, hey, buddy.
Little black and white. I cropped this one in a little bit tighter than the guys. So yeah, a little bit grainy,
Oh yeah.
but
Yeah.
it adds to the mood. I
Yep.
like it. It's a good shot.
Well,
So
That graininess just lends itself so well to a black and white.
they go hand in hand. So
Yeah.
yeah, no, I like it. Nice shot.
Good bud.
So
Sweet, man.
there we go. Stop.
Should I go up?
Go for it, buddy.
Let me see what I can do.
What do we got coming? Drone
We got
shot.
the Brilliant 10. Let's see.
Well, I'm playing with the other drone shot. So
Yeah.
I'll show you guys what I do with that one too.
First thing I want to do is make sure it's level.
Yeah, I know my drone's off a little bit, I think, but oh well.
That's okay. It's okay. It's hard, man, when you're flying the drone. I don't think that made it worse. I don't know. I think that just made it like pilots drunk.
I don't
Nope.
drink and fly, man.
Nope. Can't drink and
Nope.
fly.
Pilot was just reverting to his old ways.
Oh, my heart.
Yeah.
Ah,
A little bit better.
these guys never forget anything. So
No.
Warning to Evans.
Yeah. It's okay. I had my karma today, so I learned my lesson.
Hey, at least I got Paul today.
Yeah, you got me. You got me. You didn't even get me. You didn't even know that you got me.
it was a phase, Brian. It was a phase. I was starting out.
You know I love you, buddy.
I know, man. I love you too. If I do anything crooked now, it's intentional. So
Or the gimbal needs calibration.
Yeah, exactly.
uh,
So obviously,
I have to calibrate mine every time I fly.
So you know, obviously the sun is obviously the focal point of this image. So let's play around with like the sun, and we can, if you move it to the left, desaturate. Depends on how you want it to look. It's a little bit too much.
Can we sing the Mr. Sun, Mr. Golden Sun song?
Well,
ooh.
we
Well,
could
yeah,
just. Oh, it's probably a copyright strike.
No, probably. Okay, so I won't sing that then.
No,
Well,
no.
I don't think YouTube will recognize. So-
my terrible singing is actually singing.
Hey, I got dinged the other day
From what?
Yeah, I know.
For what?
for
An
a for a,
Epidemic
for a
song.
song, and I only
Oh,
used
that.
Epidemic.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. But
At least they
fixed
were
it.
good about it and cleared it
They
up
were
for you.
good.
no, they were very good and cleared it up very quick. That's why I pay for my music. So
Always pay for music.
just a word of advice.
Yes. Always. Don't trust free music.
No,
yep. I
Yeah,
use
so-
Stripe. Never had issues.
Yep.
We'd like to thank our sponsor.
Epidemic
Either
Sound.
one.
Yeah.
Either one. So I'm just playing with the hue. You can make it a little bit more apocalyptic. And just see. Play around with. When I crank the vibrance up and just like go like full Top Gun.
There's nobody on a motorcycle there. Otherwise,
Imagine
That's
Tom
some-
Cruise like off the pier.
some Danger Zone playing. Isn't
Yes,
that kind of
right.
like? Have you guys seen Baywatch
Yes.
with Zac Efron and The Rock?
Yeah.
Isn't that kind of like Zac Efron flying off the end of a pier like
Could
that?
be. Could be.
Hook it up.
Could be.
Hook it up.
Even you can play with the crop here too, and just maybe eliminate the bot, like the left, and just kind of. I don't know if this is gonna work. I would like really
No.
rule of thirds. Don't like that.
No, it's too close to the edge. There.
Just see.
I think if you got the sort of the left round of the pier in the shot,
Yeah. Like here.
maybe there. That's not bad.
It's not
Yeah,
bad.
that's not bad.
Got the bench there, a little bit of distraction, but.
You can comb that out though.
Yeah.
That takes
There's
away some
some-
of the
Oh, there's
empty
someone there
space.
too. There's someone here. Is that the only person there?
Was that when we met up there that one sunrise?
no, it was a different one. I went back. I
Okay.
think I went back the week after
Yeah.
or something.
Okay.
I kind of like that
That's
crop more.
what I was saying. That morning when we went there, the sun wasn't this beautiful.
Oh no!
Right.
Oh no!
No, we didn't get that. We didn't
What
get
sun?
No, but we did have a meetup. I think it was. I don't
Yes.
think you were there, Evans. I think it was me, Paul,
that. Yeah, he was. Evans
Renee,
was
and
there.
Andre. It was a nice sunrise that morning.
Oh, that
Nice.
one. Yeah, he went there.
I might have
Or
to
no,
go
that was
back there one of
Tannery.
these
Sorry,
days, though.
that was a different spot. Yeah,
That was Tannery. Yeah.
yeah, I had the wrong spot. Sorry.
I gotta go back
Just-
to this place one of these days.
It's so nice.
Yeah,
there.
One of
Good
these
spot.
Fridays, you know.
Yeah, you got Fridays off now. It's nice.
Yeah.
I just kind of pushed the blacks up just to get a little bit more detail in the lower half because it was a little bit dark there. So just kind of see a little bit more.
Yep. Looks good.
Yeah, I don't know really what else. Maybe just I mean you could I guess like sky replacement this thing, but I don't know.
Nah.
I don't know about it.
The only thing that might look nice is maybe adding some turquoise to the water, but
Right.
other than that,
Yeah. Like
give
even
it sort
just
of
go
that
to
tropical vibe.
colors of water. This color.
You can kind of see a hint of it in there. So
Yeah.
bring up the luminance on it. See what bring up the luminance. Yeah. Yeah, there it is. You can see it.
Yeah.
It's there.
Something like that. I think it's still crooked though, this photo.
See you, John.
Sure, John.
John's out.
I think so.
Take care, John.
See, John, thanks for jumping on. Pilot drunk. Anybody else with this photo?
No.
No. Good shot, though.
Yeah, I like
Good
it.
job, Andre.
Thank you. I actually sold a shot from that same day.
Nice.
Oh, yeah? Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so just before we hang out, because I gotta run, but I gotta share this what I did with the other drone shot from Andre.
Yeah.
Andre, the drone guy. The Brampton drone guy. Not to be confused with the Maryland drone guy.
No.
Ever think about starting like a separate IG for your drone stuff, Andre?
I have, but you know what?
The time to manage them.
I don't know. It's so.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
So
Nice
yeah,
one.
I went the
Jeez.
opposite of because see you had all of these in there, but I wanted to bring out a little bit more of the skies, but I also wanted to kind of
Accentuate the
highlight
crane a
something,
bit.
the
Yeah.
crane a little bit. So what I did was put more emphasis on the crane
Nice.
I like it.
and bring
That was
out
good, man.
Good
the
one.
colors in
That's a
there.
good one.
I like shooting the crane.
Yeah, I can tell. Most
That
of your
crane,
drone
eh?
stuff has crane in it.
Where is that crane?
Mount Pleasant Go Station. They're building, I think, parking garage and
Caught any more kids there yet?
nope.
If you go to Andre's channel, he and I were hanging out at Mount Pleasant one night, and he had his drone up. And we actually caught some kids climbing the crane. So on Andre's YouTube channel, there's a video of.
Oh, I think you
drone
showed it.
video of
I think,
kids on the
you
crane.
showed it. You
Yeah.
showed it. Yeah.
And they didn't see it at first. That's the best part.
There you
Yeah,
go.
watching them run once they noticed it. Andre and I were standing there drinking our coffee, killing ourselves laughing.
Yeah.
It was great.
Sweet. Good edit, bud.
Yeah, looks good.
Good edit, bud. Cool.
All right.
Is that it?
I think that is. I think we're bumping up on time now.
Bumping up on time.
It's apparently we've actually been live for an hour now. So
Sweet. Yay. Shout out to Andre for catching that, or else that would have been really embarrassing.
Yeah, that would have been awkward.
Why, you guys went to the YouTube channel? There's like nothing there.
Yeah, I did go on my other computer and I went and looked, but it's just waiting to go on and like there's a wait list. I'm like, nah, something's wrong. So
Paul's
Well, honestly, like
Paul's interning with Evermore Media, where the first task is learning how not to push the button.
How can you forget to press the live
I
button?
don't know, man. No, you know what happened was because like the countdown threw me off, and then when Kim said hello, I thought we were live. And then Andre sent a message in the group text saying we're not live. I'm like, what? And then like I thought I was gonna faint for the second time today.
oh, that's not good.
No,
Not
it's
good,
not
man.
good.
Not good.
But you know, people were still on, which like amazes me. So thanks to everyone that stayed. And that will never happen again, or I won't do that again anyway. So yeah, so next week the plan is NFT. So we hope to get that to you guys because I think we all want to understand what the whole thing is about. And hopefully you guys took away a couple of things from this little session. And like I always say, editing is very personal. The more you shoot, the more of a style that you will have. So there's no right or wrong answer. Just edit the way you want it to look, have fun, and just keep going. And that's all there is to it. So
Costs nothing to
thoughts, guys?
experiment.
Nope.
That's it.
Yep.
Yep.
It's always fun to play around with colors.
Oh,
and
it's my
stuff
fault,
like that.
Kim. My fault, Kim. Not your fault. Final thoughts, guys?
I just want to say
Yeah.
thank you guys for hanging out with us. It's been a fun evening. Hopefully, we were able to show you guys some different approaches to editing your shots. Stay blessed, and we'll see you next Wednesday.
Thanks for watching. Next week, if everything goes right, we're on Meek's channel for NFTs. The week after that, we'll be on my channel for newborn photography. After that, who knows? We'll have something for you. We'll have something for you. That's
We'll figure it out. We always do.
and we'll make sure we press the live button.
Always press
Yes.
record.
Always press record. Andre?
Thanks, guys. Appreciate you guys all staying with us and watching us, and hope you learned something. And just keep practicing. You know, if you're not happy, scrap that and start again. So keep shooting.
Shooting. That's it. We'll see you next week. Yep. Go ahead, Andre.
No, that's good.
Is that it?
All right. Thanks, everyone.
We'll see you next week. Have a great evening.
Take care.
See ya. Bye.
Bye-bye.